And we got us a little top 5. Somehow we had 22 pounds today. And I still might go fishing tomorrow. Let some big ones out there. Hey Marshall. Hey Marshall, how much? What place you come in?
I came in 6th.
Wait a minute, is 5th better? Yeah, 5th is better than 6th. Hey, Tom, good job. Hey, Tater, good job, man.
Congrats. Congrats. Thanks.
Guess we kind of got it done. We missed this thing. I don't know what would have happened. I would have caught a giant bag tomorrow. I don't say that too many times, but what went on in the last hour or two, and I knew it. Like I held off for 2 days. I put my head down and fished. Didn't live scope. Didn't sight fish. I fished. It's what we call old school fishing, apparently. I old school fished for 2 days. I practiced that way, and I didn't go looking for them because I knew the weather. I knew everything was gonna have a chance for today. I was just trying to make the cut to get myself in position to see what would happen. Man, the last 2 hours, the fish I saw. You need to be throwing out there like there's fish all in here.
I'm kind of captivated and watching.
Oh my gosh, there's a 10 pounder. She might not be 10, but she's 8 or 9. Oh my gosh, there's like 2 giants. Those are 2 7-8 pounders too. There's like 3. There's like.
I saw it so long.
There was 2 together that were 8s, and that was an 8 or 9.
Wow.
Oh. I don't know what they were doing, but they're up there for a reason. There's enough right there to go freaking come in second.
Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible. They weren't. I'll have to go over another video with y'all and explain, or maybe it'll be in my series and explain everything that went down and how they really push up and what that really means. And when you see them, I didn't see them on beds. Basically what you do, like you see them and maybe they get on beds this evening. They'll be there tomorrow. The fish I caught today that I saw yesterday, I knew it. It acted way different than yesterday. Way different. That's where all these fish were at today. They were a day away. And but I did go catch me a big one though this morning. That helped out. Caught my biggest one of the tournament this morning, fishing. And I had 4 other ones, little ones. But it gave me a limit. Once again, I'm up there again. Never saw anyone catch a fish. Boats all around me. Well, one guy caught a little bitty one because he saw me catch like 2 or 3 in a row and then comes over there and starts casting over there on me. But for the most part, I mean, I was around boats and after about 9 o'clock, I mean, they got nothing. So I was like, hey, let's get on down there now. But, man, that's it. These fish, even when I sometimes make, what do you call them, theories, guesses as to what's going on, every once in a while I kind of go, man, am I right? I was always kind of under the impression that we are so far behind, and then you see some beds and they're all empty, and it makes you question things. Well, I know why they're empty. I mean, it's not like they haven't been spawning. Guys, they don't spawn all in 3 weeks. But the amount of fish that have not spawned is crazy. And I knew it. And it's funny too, because Russell went further down south than me. I have to talk about that too, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over here. I picked me 3 places to go. I picked me 3 places because I went so long the day before without ever seeing a fish. I went back to that same area where before I saw 5 in 2 hours, I saw 200. At least 200 in 2 hours. Now, not saying they're all in beds. Most of them are males. I saw about probably 20 fish over 5 pounds. And so, whether they just be up there, whether I see them one time, whether they get up there in 2 foot of water and go to looking around, it was happening. And this is when I knew. I'll have to show it on video because, like, man, I think I'm pretty good with sizing fish. If anything, I go under. Like the one I was saying today, I was like, it's like a 5-pounder. It was bigger. All the other ones I caught off of beds, I was like, it'll call a 15-incher. Yeah, called it really easy. And these were the smaller ones I caught. They weren't the big ones that were, because a lot of times I'd catch what was there. I just didn't have enough time. But I knew it was going down because I see this like 9 to 10. And she kind of eases off. And I go 10 more yards and I see 2 other 9 to 10 pounders. And they were swimming side by side. And I saw them one other time. Never saw the first one again. I saw those 2 one more time. And then I saw one of them like 3 or 4 times. And I ended up catching the male that she was trying to get with, because I only saw her like once or twice. I only had an hour, and at the time I was like, man, that'll call like a 1/2 pound. Called way more than that. And I'm like, yeah, that's the small one, by the way. So I ended up having a way bigger bag than I realized. Way bigger. I was hoping I'd have 20, like hoping. Just, it's gonna go down tomorrow, and I'll be honest, I should stick around. Try to go catch a 10-pounder, make me another $1,500. But I'm not. My kids were really excited that I did good. They couldn't wait. They wanted me to come home so we can go all out to eat, stuff like that. I mean, that's, obviously more important than me hanging around just to try to catch some more fish on beds. I mean, it is what it is. I still got to treat it like a job, and my job's over with. So I'm gonna go home, hang out with them. It's weird too, because it feels like it's a Saturday. Because most of these tournaments are on Saturday. It's a Thursday. They got school tomorrow. So I gotta make it home before. I mean, I'll make it home, but I'm just saying, like, I forget they got school tomorrow. Buddy Kelly just showed up. We've been staying at his house. God, I can't see a thing. And yeah, I don't know. There's a small chance. I have to figure this out. My buddy Blake, who made the cut, he didn't do too good today, but he still did good. There's a tournament on Tyler. I've been to Tyler once in my life. He's like, hey man, we can go fish this little tournament. I'm like, I got things to do, but maybe I really don't. Or maybe I go up there and hang out with him and his family, and I bring my family up there. So yeah, I might just get in the truck, drive to Tyler tomorrow, and go practice. See if I can't find a couple bigs. And we'll really film that thing. I might just put the whole tournament on there, daylight till dark, 8-hour episode, or break it up in 8 hours. I don't know what I might do. That's a good idea. I might do it for like Tyler. Yeah, might go over there Friday, tomorrow. But ended up finishing 5th. Made another top 5. I think I finished 5th here once before. I finished 3rd, and then I won one. So maybe I don't know if that's. I just know that at least those. I've got 2 5ths, a 3rd, and a 1st for a lake that I really don't fish that much. I mean, this is my first time over here since last July, and I probably won't get on it again until we got 2 championships on it this year. So I'll be over here in June and July again. That's it. But pretty cool event. Kind of, what I have, 15.5 on day 1, 18 something on day 2, and then 22.5 on day 3, something like that. I kept on getting better, and I'm telling you, tomorrow would be pretty awesome. I fished fairly clean. I mean, I wasn't that pretty today on that one fish. That kind of, I'm gonna have to put it all on there. It's almost a little embarrassing. I can't see a thing. Put my coasters on. Oh, way better. Silver sunrise, even in the direct sun. Ended up making some money. It was awesome too, because Russell, he made a top 10, my fishing partner. He moved up 2 spots today. Caught him different than he caught him every other day. He had a pulling rabbits out of his hat every day, like crazy. It's impressive sometimes when he gets on a roll like that. He'll fish real open and just does whatever. But I couldn't have guessed what he caught him on today. And then Marshall, my other buddy Marshall, I beat him by 1 place. He finished 6th. So yeah, my buddies, we all did good. I don't know for a fact. Can we start saying this? I kind of want to say it. Look, obviously you can tell I'm not upset. I'm not mad, but I'm going to say this. I think I won the non-live scope tournament. I think if you take the guys in front of me and you don't let them live scope, or you take them not live scoping, I think I win where I didn't catch a single fish on live scope. Now, what does that mean? That's for a whole nother video, but what does that mean? If you've been watching this long, is that something? Like, is that something to not be proud of, but is that a thing? Will people look at that as a thing? Well, eventually 5 years from now, it might not ever be looked on as a thing. But is it like, okay, yeah, all those guys live scoped and you were the first guy not to live scope? Like, could you, I don't want to say this because Tater absolutely smashed him. But is there a thing one day where it's like, man, yeah, man, you would have won, 3 years ago, you would have won this event. Quite possibly. Or is that, are we not, do we not say that? Because I will say this, and I hate it when it's happened to me. It's not like I hate it. Hate's a pretty strong word. I just think it's in bad taste. I've seen guys, I've been one of those guys where you'll win an event, and then a guy comes up to you that finished 5th. And it's like, if I hadn't lost these 2 other fish, I'd have won. And you're like, okay. But you didn't. That guy won, or I won, or whatever. I always hate when some guy's like, man, if this would have happened, or blah, 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 I'd have won. The only time that it's a little bit like that is if you actually had the winning stringer and you broke down. That's legitimate, to where you break down and you couldn't weight him in or something like that. But just because you lost him, I will say this, a quick little story. There was a guy who used to do that, and we won this sight fishing event, and he was like, he come up, he's like, oh, we had this 10-pounder, man, we lost it. If we would have caught it, we'd have won. And real quick, right in front of everyone, I was like, oh, well, man, we lost 3 other 10-pounders that day too, or we still would have beat you by 14 pounds. And the look on his face was he didn't know what to say. Because I just went stupid, right? You're going to throw out that you lost a 10-pounder and should have won? Okay, I'll just throw out that I lost 3 of them and should have even won easier, right? Does that make sense? You just don't go up to tell people that. It's just a bad look. That's all I'm going to say. So I'll just never forget that. The look on his face when I told him that I lost 3 10-pounders, or I would have beat him by even more. He just looking at me. He couldn't tell if I was being serious or not. Of course I wasn't being serious. Either way. Alright. Guys, hope y'all have enjoyed the ride. I'm going to start working on something. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't want to promise that I'm going to make something about Toledo. It might be a pretty good one. I got to go look at all the footage, make sure I got it all. There's some stuff on there where my camera messed up, some things, but from waves to wind to rain to cold to hot to big fish to, it might have it all. Has a lot. Ooh, practice catching bigs. Yeah, might have to put it all on there. All right. Either way, guys, hope y'all enjoyed it.